been learning about value investing, finance, just regular investment for a while now, but you don't know where to go next. You're getting confused about the vast amount of information on the internet. You don't want to waste your time on crap information. You want good information and reliable information. In this series of videos on value investing and finance education, you will find those answers to those questions and much more. My name is Jason Rivera. Welcome to Value Investing and Finance Education. Hey, Jason here. Today's episode, I'm going to talk about how and why Apple lost $200 billion off of its market cap last week. Before I get to that, though, I need to let you know you can get this series as a podcast anywhere in the world for free on all major podcasting platforms, Stitcher, Anchor, Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, and more. You can get this as part of the I Love Value Investing podcast anywhere in the world for free. Okay, so you may have noticed valuations have gotten a bit crazy for the overall market. I'm going to have a video tomorrow about this. In the overall market, individual stocks, valuations are a bit frothy. Put it that way. To illustrate this point a bit, Apple last week, mainly Thursday, Friday, lost about 10%. Valuations are insane, frothy, crazy, high, whatever term you want to use. It's not that big of a deal. It is for Apple, the largest company by market cap in the entire world, because they lost more than $200 billion in value last week. To put that into perspective, that's like wiping Intel or Pfizer or Comcast or AT&T, just slicing it away from the value. Sorry, I hit my chair here, or my table here. That's like wiping one of those gigantic companies off the entire valuation of Apple, which is kind of mind-boggling to get around. But so is Apple's size, $2+ trillion market cap. So when you lose 10% of your value of your company, that becomes hundreds of billions of dollars in lost value. Why did this happen though? Why did Apple fall so much last week? Apple fell so much last week in large part due to the general market sell-off on, I think it was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday last week, when Dr. Anthony Fauci announced that there was going to be pretty much no chance of getting a vaccine, coronavirus vaccine, by, I think it was the end of October. He said end of this year is more realistic. That sent markets falling by over 1,000 points and put Apple stock into correction territory, which happens when a stock or an index loses 5% or more, typically, or 10% or more. It depends on the kind of definition, but put Apple into correction territory. Do I think this is the start of a massive crash? I have no idea. No idea. In terms of the overall market, do I think this is a crash in the value of Apple? Again, I have no idea. I don't predict those kind of things. I don't do those kind of predictions of forecasting, frankly, because I'm bad at them. Second, because they don't really hold any value for me or you either. I don't short here. I've never shorted a stock. I don't teach shorting. Most value investors don't short because of the enormous amount of risk involved. So it wouldn't serve me to even really think about that possibility. What it does mean is Apple lost $200 billion in market cap. Insane to just think about that, because again, that's like wiping Intel, Pfizer, Comcast, or AT&T. They're just like, that's one of those, gigantic stocks, worldwide stocks, just disappeared. And this was, I think it was 9.8% of Apple's market cap, which is, again, just absurd to kind of think about and put into context. Why else did Apple lose that much value? Frankly, I don't know. I've been doing some research. Most recent earnings came in above analyst expectations. 5G iPhone looks like it's on track to come out later this year. Don't know. Overall market sell-off, but this is what happens when valuations get kind of crazy, is when the market sells off, highly valued stocks, and Apple is among them, sell off as well. It just happens. This is why valuation is so important, though, is not just for the overall market, but also for individual stocks, or individual stocks more importantly, is because when valuations are high, they can't keep going up forever. They won't keep going up forever. Just this year, Apple's gained, let me see my notes here. I'm going to move this screen over here. Apple's gone from a split adjusted $74 per share to $121 per share as of this writing. So 121, what is that as a percentage? 121. Apple stock's risen by 63.5% this year already. Again, they're performing well. They're doing well during this coronavirus pandemic. They will continue doing well because they're Apple and iTunes and all their products and their phones and their iPads and their watches, and they will continue doing well. But they're still overvalued by a decent degree. The market's overvalued by a massive degree, which again I'll talk about tomorrow in tomorrow's video. But when something happens in the market that kind of is negatively affected, again, I don't know why this was a huge negative effect, because anybody who has studied the vaccination stuff at all, like even a little bit, people have been saying this for months, that a vaccination by the end of the year is optimistic. So I don't know why the end of October would have that big of an effect, frankly. But again, that's the market, that's emotion, that's stuff that I frankly don't deal with, and you, because you're here as a value investor, don't deal with much either. We're thinking about the long term and all that kind of stuff. So short-term emotional stuff, yes, it comes into play in the kind of fluctuations of the market on a daily basis, but these kind of daily emotional fluctuations don't mean much to us. So I just wanted to tell you why, though, how much Apple fell, because it's just mind-boggling, and also give my kind of speculation on why it fell. Again, just mainly a general market turndown, start of a major market crash, should the start of a major crash in Apple. I don't know. Frankly, I don't think a crash in Apple's coming anytime soon, because they're still producing enormous profits. Now, will their valuations kind of come back into line with their profits at some point? Yeah, over time that will happen. Again, I have no idea when, but over time that's what will happen, because that's how markets work. The value of a company is based on the profits and cash flows it produces over the long term. But again, that's long term, 5, 10, 15 years. And if Apple keeps producing more and more profits like it has done, then its valuation will continue up and the share price will continue to go up. Again, I don't know about any of this. I don't speculate. I don't forecast. I don't do any of this kind of stuff. But I wanted to talk to you about just the mind-bogglingness. Don't think that's a word. But just how crazy it is to think of a company losing 10% of their market value, and it's equivalent to like an Intel, $200 billion. It's just insane. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on Apple. A lot of value investors have been buying its stock over recent years. If you own it, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Frankly, I don't have that much insight on it because I don't own it, other than it's a great operating business and it will keep doing well over the long term. Again, that's my main insight, because I don't see Apple crashing anytime soon or going big anytime soon. As the largest company in the world, I wouldn't. If that happens, we've got major problems elsewhere, essentially, is what I'm saying. So I hope this helped. Hope this was entertaining to some degree. Sorry, my fire alarm will going off in my house, and there's not a fire, so I don't know what that was happening, but hope you found this entertaining. If you like this kind of video, make sure to like, love, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you're listening on YouTube, so you get notified every time we're releasing a video, and releasing new videos all the time. If you're listening on the podcast, like, love, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and we really appreciate a review as well, because the more reviews, views, and listens we get to our content, the more people we can help. And if you're looking to become a better value investor faster, check out the links below. There'll be links below this for free resources that can help you learn faster as well, including some of my valuation templates and stuff like that you can get below. Until next time, have a great day. Talk soon. Bye.